Have you ever stopped to think about how a football club can become a symbol of identity for millions around the world? Today, we're going to discover how FC Barcelona is not just a team, but a true powerhouse that stirs passions and creates legends. Join us in the incredible story of Barca, explore its glories, the challenges, and what really makes it more than a club. Get ready to hear exciting stories and moments that have marked generations. Before we start, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos. FC Barcelona was founded in 1899 by a group of football enthusiasts led by the Swiss Hans Gamper, who later adopted the Catalan name Joan Gamper. The idea originated from an advertisement in the Los Deportes newspaper where Gamper was seeking individuals interested in forming a football team. The response was enthusiastic, culminating in a meeting at the Gimnasio Sol on November 29, 1899, which officially marked the birth of the club. Since its inception, Barcelona has not just been a football club, it has become a symbol of Catalan culture and a tool for political resistance during turbulent periods in Spain. Initially, the club played on various makeshift fields, struggling with the lack of proper infrastructure that challenged its development. However, the passion and dedication of the founders ensured that the club continued to grow in popularity and structure. The early years of Barcelona were marked by a series of friendly matches that helped establish the club in the local scene. In 1900, the club won its first trophy, the Copa Macaya, considered the precursor to the Catalan Championship. This victory was crucial, as it provided the club with the necessary credibility to establish itself as a competitive force. Gamper, besides being a founder, also played as a player and president, a central figure who used his influence and resources to recruit high-level players and ensure the club's financial viability. The identity of Barcelona as more than just a club began to take shape in these early years. Although founded by a foreigner, the club quickly became a symbol of Catalonia, adopting the red and blue colors, which are said to be inspired either by Gamper's Swiss flag or the colors of rugby school, where he studied. These colors are now iconic and recognized worldwide. The initial challenges included not only financial and infrastructure issues, but also the political instability Spain was facing. The club had to navigate these turbulent waters carefully, especially during periods of cultural repression, when the use of Catalan and expressions of regional identity were severely restricted. Barcelona became a haven, where the Catalan language and culture could be freely expressed, helping to consolidate its role as a central element in Catalan society. After winning the Copa Macaya, Barcelona began to consolidate its presence in Spanish and Catalan football. The 1910s were particularly fruitful for the club, with numerous Catalan championships and Copa del Rey victories. These successes not only raised the club's profile, but also attracted more fans who saw Barca as a representative of their aspirations and cultural identity. In 1909, the club moved to its first owned stadium, the Camp de la Industria, which had a capacity for 6,000 spectators. This move was significant because it gave Barcelona a permanent home and helped to increase its fan base. The stadium was a symbol of stability and ambition, indicating that the club was here to stay and grow. Joan Gamper not only founded the club, but was also instrumental in its early development. He served as president on several occasions until 1925, and his vision for the club was of a professionally managed and well-organized entity. Under his leadership, Barcelona not only thrived sportively, but also established a solid administrative foundation, with structures that would allow for its ongoing growth. With each victory, Barcelona attracted more followers. Its success on the field became a point of pride for Catalans, especially during a period of political and cultural tensions with the central government in Madrid. The club became a meeting point for expressions of Catalan identity, a trend that would only intensify in the following decades. During games, the stadium transformed into a space where Catalan language and traditions were openly celebrated, strengthening the bond between the club and its community. FC Barcelona's success also had a significant impact on the development of football as a sport in Catalonia and Spain. The club was one of the founding members of the Spanish Football League in 1928, a testament to its central role in the country's football. Participation in the league not only raised the level of competition, but also provided Barcelona with a platform to rival major clubs from other regions of Spain, especially Real Madrid, with whom it would form one of the world's most famous sporting rivalries, known as El Clásico. The 1920s saw the emergence of some of the club's first great players, such as Paulino Alcantara, whose talent on the field helped to solidify Barcelona's status as a football powerhouse. Alcantara became the club's all-time top scorer until he was surpassed by Lionel Messi decades later. The skill and charisma of these early players not only secured victories, but also helped to establish a culture of excellence and passion for the game, which would become a defining characteristic of Barcelona. The true transformation of FC Barcelona into a world-renowned club began with the arrival of Johan Cruyff, first as a player in the 1970s and later as a coach. Cruyff brought not just an innovative style of play, but also a football philosophy that permeates the club to this day, known as total football. His technique and vision for the game revolutionized Barcelona's style, laying the groundwork for the club's future success. As a coach in the 1990s, Johan Cruyff assembled what would become known as the Dream Team. Under his leadership, the club won 4 consecutive La Liga titles from 1991 to 1994, and its first UEFA Champions League in 1992. This team was composed of a mix of local talents like Pep Guardiola and internationals like Ronald Koeman, Michael Laudrup, and Hristo Stoichkov, whose combined skills created one of the most feared and respected teams in Europe. Lionel Messi, often considered the greatest football player of all time, is arguably the most legendary player in Barcelona's history. Since his debut in the first team in 2004, Messi led the club to numerous national and international titles, including 10 La Liga titles and 4 UEFA Champions League titles. With almost supernatural abilities with the ball, Messi redefined what is possible in football and became the club's all-time top scorer and the player with the most assists. Before Messi, there was Ronaldinho Gaucho, whose unmatched charisma and skills enlivened Camp Nou from 2003 to 2008. Ronaldinho helped revitalize the club after a period of relatively mediocre results. His joyful and technical style of play won hearts around the world and was crucial for Barcelona to win 2 La Liga titles and their second UEFA Champions League in 2006. Iniesta and Xavi, products of the club's famous La Masia Academy, were crucial to Barcelona's success during the 2000s and 2010s. They were key components in the club's possession-based playing system, known as tiki-taka, which dominated world football. Together, they helped the club reach unprecedented heights, including the historic sextuple in 2009, when the club won all 6 competitions it entered that year. These players not only brought success in terms of trophies, but also helped cement FC Barcelona's reputation as more than just a football club. They are integral parts of the club's identity and philosophy, representing a combination of technical excellence, passion for the game, and a commitment to a beautiful and offensive style of play. The start of the 21st century marked an era of unprecedented success for FC Barcelona, characterized by consistent triumphs in both La Liga and European competitions. The Pep Guardiola era, which began in 2008, is particularly noteworthy. Under his leadership, Barcelona not only won numerous titles, including 3 La Liga titles and 2 UEFA Champions League trophies, but also set a standard of play, the tiki-taka, that captivated the football world with its emphasis on ball possession and passing. 2009 was a historic year for the club, as under Guardiola's leadership, Barcelona became the first club in history to win 6 titles in a single year: La Liga, Copa del Rey, UEFA Champions League, Supercopa de España, UEFA Super Cup, and the FIFA Club World Cup. This achievement not only solidified the club's position at the top of world football, but also demonstrated the effectiveness of the style of play that Barcelona had adopted. A significant part of Barcelona's success can be attributed to its youth academy, La Masia. Known for producing talents like Lionel Messi, Xavi Hernandez, and Andrés Iniesta, La Masia has become synonymous with world-class football development. The academy's training philosophy emphasizes technical skills, game intelligence, and the adoption of the club's values, ensuring a steady flow of talent aligned with Barcelona's culture and style of play. Barcelona's continued success on the field has helped expand its brand globally. The club boasts one of the largest fan bases in the world, with millions of followers on social media and fan clubs in dozens of countries. This global presence has not only significantly increased the club's revenues through merchandising and broadcasting rights, but also established Barcelona as one of the most recognized and respected clubs globally. Beyond sporting triumphs, Barcelona has also stood out for its social responsibility initiatives. The club's long-term partnership with UNICEF, which includes the organization's logo on player shirts, is an example of how the club integrates social issues into its operations. These activities not only strengthen Barcelona's image as a socially conscious club, but also positively impact communities around the world. Despite enormous successes, Barcelona has faced several challenges in recent seasons, including financial issues and changes in leadership. However, the club's resilience in facing these challenges, while remaining competitive at high levels, speaks to the strength of the institution and its ability to adapt and evolve. In recent years, FC Barcelona has faced significant challenges that have threatened its stability and continued success. Financial problems emerged as a major hurdle, exacerbated by high salaries and costly transfers that did not yield the expected returns. The COVID-19 pandemic intensified these issues, drastically affecting ticket revenue and other traditional income streams. Additionally, the club's management was called into question, with several changes in the presidency and accusations of mismanagement, leading to leadership crises that reflected on the team's performance on the field. In response to financial challenges, Barcelona initiated a process of restructuring the squad, focusing on emerging talents and players trained at La Masia, its acclaimed academy. This move aims not only to reduce costs from exorbitant salaries, but also to revitalize the club's playing philosophy that has always prioritized skill and internally developed talent. Players like Ansu Fati, Gavi, and Pedri have already begun to make a name for themselves, suggesting a bright future and a return to the roots that brought the club past success. Technically and tactically, Barcelona continues to evolve. After the golden era of Guardiola, the club experimented with different tactical approaches under various coaches. The current direction indicates an attempt to blend traditional possession with a more direct and varied play style, adapting to the modern demands of high-intensity football. This tactical adjustment is crucial to keeping the club competitive both in La Liga and in Europe. To overcome financial challenges and increase its fan base, Barcelona is also intensifying its efforts in digital marketing and brand expansion. The club has been investing in social media platforms, virtual reality, and other digital technologies to engage fans worldwide, transforming the fan experience and opening up new revenue streams. The strategy includes global partnerships and social responsibility initiatives that reinforce its image as a globally conscious and innovative club. The future of Barcelona also involves a renewed commitment to sustainability and social responsibility. The club has plans to make its stadium and operations more environmentally sustainable, along with continuing work with UNICEF and other organizations to positively impact communities around the world. These efforts reflect the club's philosophy of being more than a club, and its role as a leader both on and off the field. Since its founding in 1899, FC Barcelona has transformed from a modest football club into one of the most influential and respected sports institutions in the world. The club's history is marked by a legacy of sporting triumphs, tactical innovations, and a deep commitment to social and cultural values. The motto, "Me que un club," is not just a slogan. It is a lived truth that reflects Barcelona's role as an agent of social and cultural change. Through its renowned academy La Masia, the club not only develops world-class players, but also instills values of loyalty, respect, and humility. Recent challenges, including financial difficulties and administrative changes, have tested the club's resilience. However, these obstacles have also provided opportunities for Barcelona to reassess and strengthen its strategies both on and off the field. Looking ahead, FC Barcelona remains committed to being at the forefront of global football. With plans to further expand its global influence and continue its tradition of sporting excellence, The club is ready to face the future with the same passion and determination that has defined its rich and diverse history. Finally, we invite you to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, comment your thoughts, and share it with friends who also love football in Barcelona. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Your interaction helps us grow and continue bringing the quality content you want to see. Stay tuned for more incredible stories and unforgettable trivia from the world of football. Click on the video that is appearing on the screen and continue your journey in the world of football.